What's going on, guys? Josh here from Momentum Productions, and today we're going to be talking about how to sync audio to your video. In today's video, we're going to be using Final Cut Pro, and if you'd like me to show you how to do this in other video editing softwares, give this video a big like and let me know in the comment section below. Now, for those of you who don't know, filmmakers like to record audio separately from video. That way we can record multiple microphones, we can use better microphones, we can use preamps, and for example, I'm using a recorder like this one here. This is the Zoom H6 recorder. I highly recommend this recorder because it records audio at a very high bit rate, so it gets a lot of data from the microphone, so you get minimal noise and very crisp and nice audio. I'll leave a link for this recorder in the description box below, so make sure you check it out. So now that we talked about the Zoom recorder, let me tell you my process on how to properly sync audio to video. Now, it's not only in the video editing process, but it's also in how you shoot videos. It's important to leave certain markers for you in the video, that way you know how to properly sync sound in post-production. For example, that's why in Hollywood productions they use what is called a slate or a clapper that allows the audio operator to hear a very loud clap in the audio recording. That clap will spike the waveforms in your audio clip. Now, waveforms are little guides that show you where audio gets louder and lower when you're in editing. These waveforms are going to be your best friend because they're going to show you exactly how to properly sync audio. Now, if your camera doesn't have the feature to record onboard or scratch audio, not to worry, the motion of the clapper or the motion of the clap will allow you to properly sync audio. So enough talk, let me show you exactly how it's done and how I do it in my tutorials for my videos. Alright guys, so here we are in Final Cut Pro. I already pulled an audio clip and a video clip. So here's the audio clip. Editors allow us. Alright, so you're going to hear some of my mistakes and some of the struggles I go through when making these videos. So please excuse me if I kind of embarrass myself. Alright, so here is a video clip. Alright, this is raw straight out of the camera, so it's not edited and you're going to hear some funny things. But this is the clip that we are going to be syncing the audio to. Slider is very unique. Now you can hear the difference. You can hear a really big difference between the onboard audio coming in from my Sony A9. It's not just an ordinary slider and you can hear, like, this is the audio that's coming in from my Rode NTG2 and the Zoom H6 recorder. Onion. Now, for those of you who are new to filmmaking, there's a massive difference. So I do always recommend using an external recorder and some sort of professional type microphone coming in from a company like Rode or Sennheiser. So let's drag and drop our video clip first into our timeline. And then right under it, I'm gonna just drag and drop our audio clip. Now, let me turn off scrubbing so you guys can hear exactly what's going on. All right, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna first zoom in a little bit by hitting Command and plus at the same time. So we can zoom in, zoom out by hitting the minus button along with the Command key. And that's how we're going to zoom in and zoom out. These are going to be your favorite controls during this whole entire process. Now, if we take a close look here, we have two different types of waveforms. We have waveforms coming in from our onboard mic on our camera, which is the top track here. And on the bottom here, we have our external recorder and our Rode NTG2's audio. And you can notice the difference in sound as we heard earlier. Now, our job is to sync this audio to this video. Now, what's the easiest way to do this? Well, remember how I told you that we should always clap right after we start recording? Well, you can see a spike in the audio on both the H6 audio and the onboard mic audio. Here's one spike right here. Now, while we focus on the video track, I'm gonna mute the audio coming in from the H6 by hitting the V key and having that track selected. And if you notice, this whole track becomes black or it just darkens up. That means that track is muted, so only this track will be playing. Now here is that spike in the onboard audio. All right, that's my clap, and here I am adjusting my hair. I know it's embarrassing, but we're just gonna have to deal with it for now. But yeah, that's the spike. All right, now our job is to find that same spike in the H6 audio. So I'm gonna unmute this clip. I'm gonna mute this back up, and it looks to me like this is our spike right here. Now you can notice that Final Cut likes to highlight spikes in red and in yellow. So that's another great way of indicating whether you are having spiked audio. So here's our spiked audio here. All right, so that's our clap. So all we have to do is just match up this audio to that. So match up the spikes. All right, so let's unmute this and let's just line it up. Again, I'm going to use the Command plus keys and just zoom in to get a more accurate match. So now what I'm going to do, since I think it's all synced up, I want to play both of these audio clips side by side. One audio clip coming from the onboard audio on the camera and one coming from the H6 zoom recorder. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to zoom in, I'm going to press play, and I'm going to adjust the volume on the video clip just so I can see what the difference is in sound and that I properly matched it up. All right, so that's how you just adjust the audio. You can just drag this horizontal line up or down just by clicking and dragging. And for right now, I'm just going to leave it at 0 and then eventually bring it down to -infinity. So let's give it a play. What's going on, guys? Josh here from Momentum Productions, and today we are looking at this tiny... Guys, Josh here from Momentum Productions, and today
Look at that. That's a perfect sync. So now I muted the onboard audio and now just the Zoom recorder is playing.
What's going on, guys? Josh here from Momentum Productions, and today we are looking...
Alright, so the audio is perfectly synced up. Now let's say you're trying to sync footage that wasn't properly slated or there was no spike in audio. Still try to do your best to match up the waveforms from the video clip and the audio clip. There are still peaks and there are still dips in the waveforms, so try your best to locate those patterns and match them up. Now let's say your camera did not pick up any onboard audio. A great way to match up the audio and the video is to look at the person who's speaking in your footage. They are mouthing out syllables and they are mouthing out vowels. A, E, I, O, U. Those are the key vowels that will help you out to sync audio. Just listen to your external audio that's been recorded and look at the video footage and try to see if you can match up the vowels that you see in the video to the audio. So look at your talent's mouth. They mouth out vowels very clearly, so it shouldn't be that hard to sync up audio. A lot of editors have to go through this process, and yes, it is time consuming, so it's always best to have yourself a slate or a loud clap right before you start recording. Another great tip is to make sure that you press record on both your camera and your audio recorder at the same time. That will save you even more time in editing. So now let's say we want to make some changes in the video or the audio track. For example, I want to clip out this piece right here. What will happen to the audio of the lower track? Well, guess what? It's no longer going to be in sync. Check it out.
What's going on, guys? Josh here from Momentum Productions.
Now, in order to avoid this issue, we need to create a compound clip. And that basically merges or glues the external audio to the video. So check it out. Let me press Command Z a few times to undo those changes. I'm going to mute the onboard audio, and then I'm going to highlight the video and the audio tracks simply by dragging a box over them. And then right click and then click on New Compound Clip. And then just name it whatever you want. Clip 35. And it will populate in your library. Now, if you want to make some further changes in your syncing for your video or your audio, you can always go back to those original clips. All you have to do is double click on the compound clip and it will bring you back to the editor that allows you to resync the video or the audio. Now go back to your main timeline by hitting the back button. And if you notice, if I make any changes such as cuts, the audio will remain synced.
Tiny portable slider from a company, and just overall incorporate more dynamic.
And that's that.
And that's how you sync audio to your video. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications turned on for more helpful filmmaking tips. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Peace!